Aaron, almost fight time, couple of days, make weight first. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling fantastic. Nearly there now. Just 2 more days to go. I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait to get in there and finally fight for the World Youth Title. I'm more than ready for it.
What does it mean to you, the World WBC World Youth Title?
Yeah, it means a lot to me to fight for my first belt. A great one to fight for too. It's a prestigious belt that a lot of world champions have fought for now that you see. Canelo, Danny Garcia, Timothy Bradley all fought for it. So this is like a stepping stone to me towards bigger and better things, and this is the first of many.
You love your boxing history, so that I guess that heritage means quite a lot to you to pick up a belt held by such great names.
Yeah, definitely. You can see how far they've went on by winning things like that. It takes you forward in your career. It's great experience fighting for belts like this, and this is what I want and this is what I need now, just to get plenty of fights under my belt. I'm only 22 and I'm really looking forward to the future.
You're fighting quite regularly, and next year more of the same?
Yeah, definitely. McKenna's doing a fantastic job with me. This is my 3rd fight in 3 months. He's moving me along great, and I'm fighting for a belt too now. So this is going to be a great end of the year, winning this belt, and then looking forward to a big year next year.
With this fight on Friday, do you also need to make a statement? Do you also need people to, take notice of that performance?
Yeah, definitely. I'm fighting a good guy, a Mexican. 8 wins, 1 loss, so he's definitely coming to fight. All Mexicans do, and I want to put on a brilliant performance, go for the knockout and win in devastating fashion. That's what people want to see, and that's what I want to do.
He said that in the press conference yesterday, you don't know a real Mexican fighter, but probably little does he know the gyms you've been to in Tijuana and across Mexico. How much has that experience helped you to develop? Yeah,
that experience has been great. I spent 4 years in America, and I went to Mexico for 2 weeks, sparred the best in Tijuana. I sparred Jimmy Munguia and other Mexicans, and then in America I went around all the Mexican gyms, so I probably know more about Mexican fighters than he does.
You're so young, and there isn't a mad rush to go for the huge names in the division, but I know that you're keen and you're already talking about certain fighters and Eddie Hearn's stable and various middleweights. What's a fight that you want next year that maybe is realistic, big, but also the perfect timing for you?
Yeah, well, I'll take on any of Eddie Hearn's middleweights, and I just want to become world champion, and I feel like I could fight for it in the morning if I could. He says he can never get a fight for Andre at his world champion. I'd fight him in the morning if I could, but I just gotta keep climbing up that ladder and get the big fights.
Would you take it if you got a call tomorrow morning and said Andre fancies it on Saturday? Are you that confident? Would you take it?
Yeah, definitely. I've sparred a lot of world champions. I'd take any world champion on in the morning at 160. That's the way I roll. But unfortunately, people probably wouldn't take it because it's too big of a risk for them.
You watched him fight your compatriot Jason Quigley the other week. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, Andre was good. Jason Quigley was unlucky. He got the broken jaw and didn't come out the other end. But Andre's a very good fighter. He's awkward. He's very big for the weight, and hopefully he'll still be around that weight next year, and I'll be there for him.
There's a couple of other guys at the weight. Kivon, I forgot his surname now. He's just signed with Eddie Hearn. He's 9-0. Is that sort of British-Irish rivalry something that you'd like to sort of chase in the new year?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, I'd take on anyone at 160. I'm not afraid to fight anyone, and that would be a huge fight to have in Ireland someday.
How important is it to you to be able to fight back in Ireland very soon?
Yeah, it's very important to me to fight in Ireland in front of all the Irish. They're the best fans in the world, and there's a lot of them coming over for this fight. So it'd be good to bring the belt back home and then hopefully fight for a world title someday there too.
I know that Hennessy Sports is very keen to do more fight nights in Ireland. Do you think that the country's, it's had big fights over the years, but more recent times it's not had the huge nights? How much does it miss it?
Yeah, it's missing it a lot. People are crying for big nights in Ireland. It's been a long time coming. So hopefully me and my brother Stephen are the next wave coming through to have big nights in Ireland.
Friday night, what are we going to see from you?
Yeah, expect to see a brilliant performance. I'm going in there with bad intentions. I don't take anyone lightly. The training's been brilliant for this fight. I'm just really looking forward now to finally doing the business Friday night.
Can we get a message for any London-based Irish fans to convince them to come down?
Yeah, all the Irish in London, make sure you come to the fight or watch it on Channel 5. Expect to see a great night. This is only the start of big things.